As twilight painted the sky with hues of purple and orange, the renowned astrophysicist Dr. Sarah Langley stood before the majestic opening of the observatory's dome. Tonight was different. Tonight, she wasn't just observing the cosmos. She was embarking on a mission to find the echoes of an ancient message. A signal sent from a distant star system 20 years ago that had puzzled astronomers worldwide. The decipherment of this cryptic communication was her life's work, a legacy left behind by her late father, Dr. Samuel Langley, a brilliant scientist who had vanished without a trace during a solo expedition into deep space. Sarah adjusted the controls of the state-of-the-art telescope, its massive lens reflecting her determined gaze. Years of rigorous research had led to this moment. With each passing day, she delved deeper into the enigmatic code embedded in the interstellar transmission. Tonight, armed with cutting-edge technology and unwavering resolve, she would attempt to make contact. Her father's disappearance had cast a long shadow over her life. His absence was a gaping hole, a constant ache in her heart. But it had also been the driving force behind her relentless pursuit of knowledge. Determined to uncover the truth, Sarah had immersed herself in her work, dedicating her life to understanding the mysteries of the universe. The observatory, a testament to human ingenuity and the boundless spirit of exploration, was her solace and her battleground. Within its steel and glass confines, she sought answers amidst the swirling galaxies and twinkling stars. Her colleagues, a mix of enthusiastic researchers and seasoned veterans, gathered around the console, their faces illuminated by the glow of the monitors. There was Dr. Robert Chun, her mentor and confidant, whose wisdom and guidance had been instrumental in her career. Beside him was Dr. Emily Carter, an expert in whose insights had helped Sarah decode fragments of the interstellar message. The team was a constellation of brilliance, united by a common purpose. Their eyes, reflecting the starlight, held a mixture of anticipation and trepidation. The observatory hummed with activity as Sarah initiated the sequence of events that would bridge the gap between Earth and the distant stars. Signals were sent, frequencies calibrated, and receivers were tuned to pick up the faintest whispers from the cosmos. As the first rays of sunlight began to creep over the horizon, Sarah felt a surge of adrenaline. The moment of truth was upon them. Would their years of research lead to a breakthrough? Or would the enigmatic message from Alpha Centauri remain an eternal enigma? The silence was deafening, broken only by the worry of machinery and the pounding of hearts. Sarah's hands trembled slightly as she monitored the readings on the screen. Each fluctuation, each blip registered on her heightened nerves. Suddenly, a faint blip appeared on the screen, so subtle it could have been mistaken for a malfunction. But Sarah's eyes, trained to detect the smallest anomalies, did not deceive her. It was a response. Her pulse quickened as realization dawned on her. Could this be the answer to her father's disappearance? Was this message a beacon leading her to the truth? The room buzzed with energy as Sarah and her team worked feverishly to decode the incoming signal. Hours turned into days as they analyzed the data, searching for patterns and hidden meanings. The pressure mounted, the weight of expectation pressing down on them. With each passing day, the world's attention was focused on the observatory, on Sarah Langley, and her extraordinary quest. The media, ever hungry for the next big story, speculated wildly about the implications of first contact. Headlines blared from newspapers to online articles, each vying to be the first to break the news. Amidst the frenzy, Sarah remained focused, driven by the personal significance of the decoded message. As the final pieces of the puzzle fell into place, Sarah's heart raced. The decoded message was unlike anything she had imagined. It was not a greeting, not a declaration of discovery, but a warning. A chill ran down her spine as she read the words that her father had sent all those years ago. The message spoke of a grave danger lurking in the depths of space, a threat that transcended any earthly conflict. As she shared the revelation with her team, A somber silence filled the room. The joy of discovery was tempered by the gravity of the message's content. They had made contact, but at what costs? The fate of humanity, it seemed, now rested in the hands of a handful of scientists in a secluded observatory. Sarah knew that the world needed to hear the truth, but how could she convey the urgency of the message without causing widespread panic? The decision weighed heavily on her, a burden she would carry in the days ahead. The skies above the observatory were clear, the stars shining brightly, as if indifferent to the turmoil they held. Sarah looked up, her gaze fixed on the distant stars. The universe was vast and mysterious, and she had only glimpsed the tip of the iceberg. What other secrets did it hold? What other messages had gone unheard? As the sun rose, casting its golden light over the horizon, Sarah Langley knew that her journey had just begun. The decoded message was a call to action, a summons to protect the fate of humanity. With a deep breath, she turned to her team, her eyes shining with determination. They had a duty to the world, to the future of humanity, and they would not falter.